Greetings and welcome. I'm Psychic Medium Roberto, and I truly hope you're doing well. I'm starting this one raw as well. All cases are treated as alleged until proven in a court of law. And this is mature content and deals with true crime events, and in this case, unfortunately, children. There's a report that's just come out. There are several children ill from Sunday, approximately Sunday, some have passed by the sounds of it, 3 or 4, and there's one in ICU. Now, there's another case as well that is mentioned in this article, actually, from the Sowetan local newspaper. A case in 2023, I must just verify this. If this is the case, now this is where I got up to. In fact, this is the second time I'm coming back to this case. I prepped this morning. It is now October 8, 12:24, just past noon Central African time. I've started the recording here because I believe, and we'll have to go deeper, but I believe we have a fingerprint. Same area, 1 year apart, 17/8. 17/8. So this sequence here is when this event, October the 4th, 2023, the 369, beg your pardon, but let me just add here as well. Raw as, let's just see, 3. But when I saw this fingerprint, this for me is bingo. I don't want to say the word, but several children have died, several, more than 3, because the number for a repetitive person of this nature, serial killer, we have it here, 16/7. So this is what I actually just had a physical, I'm feeling it again. So I felt this experience, then I picked up on the 17/8. Now there's two 16/7s here. This 16/7 is the unfortunate effects of the poison. 6, here's poison, 6. 6 is poison. And when you're looking at 16/7 in terms of what was the physical impact, brings around the word asphyxiation. Here's the alarming part, someone familiar. So that would include, for example, community members, or let's say allegedly if it is a specific spaza shop or shop, then that is familiar because it's in the community, you would see it every day. Perp number 15/6, perp. Now let's just go back one day. So we're going to follow the poison now. Here's the poison, yeah, 6. So Saturday, let me just check something here. I may have a theory here as to who is involved and who's doing this. My concern is, from this event here, is that there are too many 7s. And when there's 7s around, it brings in elements like official positions. It brings in, one can say police, one could say teacher, one could say nurse or doctor. My concern is when you see numbers like 22/4, speaks about medical facility. Now that medical facility can be a clinic, anything bigger than a doctor's room. So if you're just walking into a room, that's not 22.4. 22.4 is a medical facility. So this bothers me completely. Now I'm trying to determine what kind of poison this is, right? So Sunday, the 6 is in play, present, but it arrives on Saturday. There's the 6. Now what's bothering me, it starts with a 5. Now 5 would bring around narcotics, drugs. Oh, I've just been reminded of something. Now keep that in mind, what I've just said. So it's almost like a drug that becomes poisonous if consumed. So let's just say whatever this 5 is, under normal circumstances you wouldn't consume it because it's poison for the body. Okay. There's 2 more things up here. October the 4th, 30 with an outcome 3. That is like a chemical bomb. So we need to go deeper here as well. There's the 6. Poison, that it's so toxic that it's like a chemical bomb in the +9. That was the actual impact of the poison in the body, was like a 30. Outcome 3 is like a chemical explosion. And we're going to have the same year. On October the 6th, so this is the current date, right? Let's for one moment, we'll do this as a +3. But I'm just going to go to +6 quickly. Not to confuse, I'm just jumping straight into the 369. We can see already that the drug, whatever it is, arrived. Here's the 5, right? We're following the drug. It originated from a clinic. 22.4. Here's the 5, right? Clinic. Here's the 5 here. It's delivered on Saturday. There's it there. Now it becomes poison, whatever it is. That it's consumed on the October the 6th. So now the 6, poison. The 7 talks about air, lungs, breathing. And man-made, concocted, let's say. So whatever came out of the clinic, whatever it was mixed or something. It was added with something. Okay? Before we finish the +6, sorry, there was one other thing I wanted to draw your attention on top here. Look at this the 10-1 plus 10-1. There, I believe, is the clue to this mystery. And also helping identify who is responsible here. Or let's say potential suspects, allegedly, and all that. So I'm just going to go to the +6 here. I want to show you something. 12.3. 8. So that brings around hidden. Hidden 22.4, ladies and gentlemen. Hidden 20. Beg your pardon. Let me just sort this out. Beg your pardon. 22.4 arrives home at the end of a work week. Friday. It starts moving. And now we're seeing a hidden 22.4. And we're doing the 369 on the day of the event, okay? 13-4, unfortunately. 13-4, if you're new to the channel, is the children, unfortunately. You see here, look at this. So on the day of the event in the actual, we see the drug. Now the 6, now that I'm looking at this, what I want to comment now, 6 is like blatant poison in the air, right? But 12-3 in the +6, now this is the human experience on this day. 12-3 speaks about the 24-6 community. If you had to see the uncle or auntie, you would like, hey, hello, how are you? That's what this 12-3 is also suggesting. Confirmed 24-6 familiar. 6 speaks about, if we look at it on a, let's say, human beings involved, speaks about family. It's more on the uncle and aunt side than the parent side. Now we got, see, here's this 33 poison. Look at this. It's a chemical bomb for these kids. For any adult, that is an explosion. I would say, and prayers and thoughts to the family and affected. Peace and light. But an adult wouldn't be able to handle this. Before we go on to the +9, this 10-1 verse 10-1 is a conflict of interests, and I believe is the key, is a significant clue. I want to see if it reveals information in the +9 here as well. Alright, so there's the 15-6 poison manipulated. See, here's this bullshit again. So yeah, this is now 25-7 is a conflict between officials, right? So let me just say, if you knew, let's take it on the literal, two people have an issue. 5 is a problem. There's an issue. And this issue is brought about by humans. It's not a natural issue like environment catastrophe. 7 speaks about who are these people. There's a conflict of interest here, and it ties in now also with 10-1, 10-1, in that this is like an organization fighting with an organization. My hunch is, while meditating this on the first time, and we need to prove it, whoever the 7 is has an issue with the environment he or she works in. I would also surmise, having meditated on this and post-meditation, while not meditating, getting messaging, something may have happened to this number 7 as a person, or more so as a parent, within a organizational situation. So something happened to this person, and I believe this may be vengeance for that. But let's go deeper. We need to prove it. 15-6, so 25-7. Now, this is the dreaded number here. Again, it comes up. Yes, it speaks about, unfortunately, what happened to these kids. and it's here, and I don't think I finished it off here, I beg your pardon. The 16-7 year. So this is the physical reaction, 16-7. This is, we bring in the word serial killer. And if you kill more than 3 people, you are regarded as a serial killer. So there's already more than 3 that have passed here. Children, 13-4. So look here, 33-6. You see, this is a concocted poison, 33-6. It's not one thing only, it's a combination of chemicals. And once again, we have the familiar person. This person is known in the community. You walk right past the person every day. $15.6. Actually, thinking about it now, I don't want to be divisive. If you're watching in South Africa, I'm just making because I've already said who, or the potential designations of the 7. But it can also include, 7 speaks about citizenship. And if there's issues with home affairs, because my concern is here, regardless of the standing of this person, whether nurse, police, post office worker, whoever, we have now entered serial killer status. And this is a big concern. Serial nature. Here it is, serial nature. And with all these 6s, speaks about poison. So this, the theory here, if we backtracked, the initial, I would say, part of comes from a medical facility. And the other is added by the human with other bullshit, which is the 5. Because number 4, so here's the 4 here, and here it starts here. 4 is the medicine you would get from a pharmacy or doctor or hospital. Okay? Now the 4 is combined with something else that makes it a 5, like a drug, from a facility. Now it gets transported to the either a day before the actual shop, or at the house of the person, or already at the shop. But by sunset, that poison is available. There's it there. But it's an amalgamation of chemicals, 33-6. And the sense I got, I believe there's 2 people involved. There's the male, and there's the female. And one of them is linked to a facility, whether it be a nurse, works in a medical facility, even as a cleaner, even as an admin person, even as a driver, up to doctor, head of facility, whatever. If someone works in a medical facility, this will show up. So I want to speak to motive now, right? So here we have an issue, 25-7, and here is the issue here. So it's almost like a profiling element, because the dates are so similar and a year apart. We would imagine that whatever affected number 7 happened to that person around this time in their life as well. But in my opinion, we have the same fingerprint, and let's conclude that properly. See the 7 here? 7. And let me just say, from a numerology point of view, of course, that is in the 369 scenario. This is the crime day, yeah, or the day, unfortunately, where kids get sick, right, and pass. So we take day either side to get reference of who's in play. And therefore, that's why I say we have a fingerprint. This person has done it before. So we got the 7, 17, 8, 7, 17, 8, even the 10, 1. Yes, it happens to be in October, and I believe that's also part of the reason. Something would have happened to this person on the same day. Not same day, beg your pardon, even, but within this date range, something happened to number 7. And whatever happened to number 7 felt hard done by, because there's a conflict here. And this person must be higher ups or in official positions, because a 10-1, 10-1 conflict is not a small thing. It's not one neighbor having an argument with a neighbor. We're talking organizational level, organizational. Here's even a hidden outcry here. Let's go in. Here's even a emotional outburst. So we have a conflict. The person may not show it in the workplace, but they are bursting with emotions and anger. See, that this is different here. So we got the 13-4. Maybe they went like, this is all alleged, has to be proven in court. So let's just go back to current event. You recall I spoke about this 14-5 here. So this is the combination of medical drug and something else that becomes like almost like a street drug, right? But then it develops into something a little bit more sophisticated. Whereas here, the outcome is only that 14-5. Do you see? And they say, well, if you study serial killers, they improve their methods or whatever, right? Now we've seen a development here. There's also a 22-4 present in this sequence. So this is the actual day here, right? So let's just go, this is the 1 year ago. I want to just get a 72-hour clock on that as well, which is this blue block here, 72-hour zone. Similar number, 15-6. That's why I believe there's more than one person involved. If someone gets it, someone delivers it. Someone gets it and prepares type thing, and then the next person delivers it to. See, here's a 22-4. Feminine energy as well, and male energy. It's a man and woman combo. My opinion needs to be tested in the court of law and not judged on social media. But be that as it may, something's very wrong. They're targeting children. You see here again, 13-4. Now we have this open outburst the day before the event. So now we have also a 72-hour hold on the 3 days a year ago. (22-4's in play. You see, when the event goes down here, August the 4th, the day before, we see this outburst here, do you remember? So when we look on the event day, there's it there, hidden 22. When you're in the workplace, you're not going to say, I hate my boss, right? You're not going to go up to your boss or whatever it was. But the day before, and I believe whatever happened to number 7, this person may have suffered a loss of a child themselves. And for whatever reason, whatever backstory, we're not going to go deep into the forest. There's a conflict of interest here at a serious level. Someone felt hard done by and has now taken it out on the kids. Let me just see something here. See, this almost says, well, we've got a 5 year. We have a 5 year. Remember, it's arriving now to its location, wherever it is, whether the spa's shop, whatever shop it was. There's the 5 year as well. Drugs, poison. 15-6. 15-6. Facility. See, this is when it gets into the community, the greater community, 23-5, and then into a small shoppy there. In my opinion, there's a connection here. In my opinion, we have a connection here. What is going on here? So I'm definitely in between meditations. I definitely got a feeling of it's definitely premeditated. It's not accidental poisoning. And by the way, it's not food poisoning. It's definitely not food poisoning. Definitely not food poisoning here. Let's just see if we get additional information. We'll give it a minute and then I'll sign off. But we're looking for a serial situation, unfortunately. We're looking for a serial situation, male and female involved, in my opinion. Female, male, female, male. It's a combo team. And just a quick update on the October calendar. Yesterday was the unfortunate situation with the bus in Northern Ireland. More than 50 children injured and at least 8 seriously injured. And prior to that was the Thailand, and now in South Africa we have a bad incident that has occurred here. And I believe it's a grudge. What is going on here? And I believe it's on an interpersonal level. Someone was definitely impacted by all of this previously. May have lost a child at birth, in the clinic, or couldn't get funding, couldn't get something related to government, even provincial government, or even facility where they worked. There's a problem here. Or the facility where she or he works, she. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know the police are actively working on the case, and let's just see something here, because I'm getting the word, what is justice going to do here? Interestingly, the first case, 2023, happened in the 7 year. That will bring around justice 7. And we have a 7 in the middle of the day here as well on the event, which will bring around justice. And I believe justice will be served. There's definitely 2, maybe 3 people involved. I'm trying to get an image of what will be the outcome here. Maybe it's 2. But I'm definitely seeing prison and court. What is going on? Why are there so many cases against kids currently? I will add this event onto the October calendar as well. Because by the end of October we'll do a full review and breakdown and see if we see any common patterns with all the cases. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, please leave your thoughts and comments, and I do love engaging with them. Please stay safe, stay alert. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.